Jesus fulfills the law to the point of taking upon himself the curse of the law, incurred by those who do not abide by the things written in the book of the law, and do them, for his death took place to redeem them from the transgressions under the first covenant. 581. The Jewish people and their spiritual leaders viewed Jesus as a rabbi. He often argued within the framework of rabbinical interpretation of the law. Yet Jesus could not help but offend the teachers of the law, for he was not content to propose his interpretation alongside theirs, but taught the people as one who had authority and not as their scribes. In Jesus, the same word of God that had resounded on Mount Sinai to give the written law to Moses made itself heard anew on the Mount of the Beatitudes. Jesus did not abolish the law, but fulfilled it by giving its ultimate interpretation in a divine way. You have heard that it was said to the men of old, but I say to you. With this same authority, divine authority, he disavowed certain human traditions of the Pharisees that were making void the word of God. 582. Going even further, Jesus perfects the dietary law, so important in Jewish daily life, by revealing its pedagogical meaning through a divine interpretation. Whatever goes into a man from outside cannot defile him. Thus he declared all foods clean. What comes out of a man is what defiles a man. For from within, out of the heart of man, come evil thoughts. In presenting with divine authority the definitive interpretation of the law, Jesus found himself confronted by certain teachers of the law who did not accept his interpretation of the law, guaranteed though it was by the divine signs that accompanied it. This was the case especially with the Sabbath laws, for he recalls often, with rabbinical arguments, that the Sabbath rest is not violated by serving God and neighbor, which his own healings did. 2. Jesus and the Temple, 583. Like the prophets before him, Jesus expressed the deepest respect for the temple in Jerusalem. It was in the temple that Joseph and Mary presented him 40 days after his birth. At the age of 12, he decided to remain in the temple to remind his parents that he must be about his Father's business.